The cocktail napkin is the easiest and most popular investing strategy, as you're about to find out in this video. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. Welcome to Retire Certain, where I share what I've learned from almost 40 years of investing to help other people feel more confident about investing and reach their financial goals so they can live how they want. In this video, I'm going to talk about the cocktail napkin methodology that was brought to popularity. A couple of different financial gurus have made this really simple, and they've said everything you need to know about investing can fit onto a cocktail napkin or onto, a sticky note, and that it's very simple. Now, we like simplicity, right? We live in a day and age where we want simplicity. And so simplicity sells, right? And guess what? Sometimes simplicity works. So what is the cocktail napkin strategy all about? Well, first of all, it's the easiest strategy to implement. It's very simple, and again, we like simplicity. It takes a very little amount of time to implement. The next thing about the cocktail strategy is that it uses a simple asset allocation into stocks and bonds. For example, this strategy might put 60% of your investment money into stocks and 40% of your investment money into bonds. Now, this will vary, depend on your age, depending on how much risk you want. But that's, a real basic asset allocation. And there are some different rules around this and different methods. And there are even many templates that you can use to invest this simple strategy that will fit onto a cocktail napkin. It's that simple. And these templates will say, for your age and for your risk profile, you should put, 80% in stocks, or, 25% in stocks and the rest in bonds. Usually this will relate to or involve treasury bonds or bonds that are thought to be very secure, that will be there no matter what, that are risk adverse. They offset, they're non-correlated with stocks. They move in opposite directions, and that's kind of the foundation of this strategy. Is you've got those stocks, you've got the bonds that are perceived as very safe, and they will offset each other when the market is tanking, decreasing in value. Those bonds are thought to rise in value, and that almost always happens. I've done another video on this that you can check out. Now, the great thing about this strategy is it works super well during long bull markets like we had in the 1990s and like we had in the 2010 through 2020 time frame. Those long expanding bull markets with economies that are increasing, they're growing, they're expanding, and that's when this strategy works brilliant. And what happens is the people that use this strategy swear by it because maybe they started investing in 2010 and they've ridden the bull market for 10 years and it's worked brilliantly with no effort. And everyone falls in love with this strategy for that reason. And it's not to say it doesn't work. It does work, particularly over very long time frames. Now, if someone is 25, 35 years old and they have 20 or 30 years to invest, you can see how this strategy could work really well for them, particularly if there are good economic times and there are no major economic or global crisis that happen. So let me say one more thing about the cocktail strategy. Don't be fooled by the word template. Many high-level financial advisors and wealth managers and institutional funds use this simple strategy of asset allocation into stocks in bonds. So don't be fooled by the word template. It just is available. The templates make it available to individual investors to easily implement themselves, but many people hire a financial advisor to implement this simple strategy for them simply because they don't want to fool with it, or they know themselves well enough to know that they're going to get emotional when stocks tank and they've committed to this strategy and they don't want to mess up their investing strategy. So if you want to learn about the next strategy, watch this video next.